So I was downtown yesterday, just killing time. I was waiting for Jesse to knock off work. We're supposed to go to Star Pizza, maybe catch a film, if the mood struck. So as I'm coming out of Cactus and I started to walk down the street to see Jesse, I see this grubby old guy just slumped on the pavement, outside of Ducks. He's clutching a can of Tennant Super. And, well, it's a city, it's not unusual to see the drunk or the homeless just splayed out on the ground in the middle of the afternoon. But something clicked in my head as I passed by this guy. I knew him almost instantly. And I kept walking, but something was nagging at me. I know him. I know him. But no, surely not. It can't be him. I definitely didn't want it to be. But I had to go back and check. So I casually just looked at my phone and swung around and just started to wander back. And as I got closer and closer, there was no doubt in my mind that this grubby, inebriated old man plunked on the street, who everyone was just stepping over or avoiding, was my old man, my dad. He looked like he was 100, but he couldn't be more than like 66 or if he's close to Mom's age, he's probably about 63 or. They split up when I was pretty young, and Mom tried really hard to keep the visits going between me and Dad. But he'd been through some heavy shit at work, as it turns out. And so he was more interested in getting pissed than having anything to do with me. It wasn't long before every weekend with Dad turned into every Saturday, and then every other Saturday, and then birthdays and Christmas, Easter, until I never saw him at all. But it wasn't always like that. I actually have some really great memories of him, which is why it hurt and confused me so much more when he just seemed to disappear. I didn't find out until years later exactly why he hit the bottle and left. And when I found out, things made a bit more sense. He used to be a train driver, and one day someone just jumped right in front of the train he was driving and completely fucked him up. Poor bastard. And I don't know that I'd abandon my family if something like that happened to me, but I can see now why he was a changed man. I always wondered, if he ever thought of me, because I thought about him all of the time. My mom had gotten remarried to Mike, but who couldn't be sounder to me and Mom. He treated her like a princess. And he left me wanting for anything. You know, he's got a kid of his own, but he treats us exactly the same. You know, and it was actually Mike who suggested I try and track Dad down. So, you know, I looked for him on Facebook, and Mom had given me all of his last known info and addresses, but it all led to dead ends. You know, I wasn't sure what I'd say to him if he actually did pick up the phone, or, you know, I was able to actually track him down. I mean, really, I guess I just wanted to know that he was all right. And after all that searching, I literally stumble across him. Just pissed, filthy, sat on the street. And he looked up at me. And he was squinting with one eye to get focus. And what the fuck are you looking at? And he slurred, and I was shaking. My heart was pounding. My mouth had gone dry. I couldn't say anything. I couldn't believe that was my dad. That's what had become of him. Sat on the ground, reeking of piss, dried vomit round his mouth. All I could do was just reach into my pocket and just give him all the cash I had. $30-40 maybe. He wrenched it up in his fist, and his eyes just hit the pavement, and he murmured, "Ta!" Ta. He didn't even recognize me. I mean, why would he? I must have been 10 or 11 the last time he saw me. I didn't know what else to do, so I just wandered off. And I kept walking, and I walked way past Jesse's work, and I just kept going. You know, the phone just kept ringing, and message after message was coming in. You know, "Hi babe, I finished work. Where are you?" I couldn't talk to him. I couldn't talk to anyone. At this point, it was just about just keeping my shit together. On the verge of bawling, and I fumbled a text back to him. You know, I don't feel so good. I'll catch you later. And I stopped and tried to just pull my shit together. I wanted to talk to him. I needed to talk to him. So I headed back. But he wasn't there. He'd either wandered off to the liquor store, you know, with the cash that I gave him, or maybe moved on. So, and then my mind started fucking with me. Did I really see him? Or anyone? Did I just imagine it? Was the guy that I gave all my cash to actually my dad? Or just some random guy? And I walked around town for a while, looking for him. I went in some of the pubs and bars, and I didn't see him anywhere. And I've spent all day today traipsing around town, looking for him again. Asking folks on the street, if they might have seen him, or if they know him. No sign of him at all. I'll try again tomorrow. After work.